Hello. Now we continue with the business understanding in CRISP-DM framework with ChatGPT. Now, the systematic inquiry and learning process with ChatGPT, that's where we need to talk a little bit in this video. So we're kind of understanding the business context so that we can properly, correctly identify the business problem so that we can answer the right business problem. For that purpose, assuming we don't know too much about the domain, the context, so we try to learn more about the context and background on a particular area. So yes, we can use ChatGPT for that purpose, and we could do a set of question answer sessions as if you are talking to or interviewing with a domain expert. So we say we begin with a broad concept and progressively delve into the details in a structured step-by-step manner until you feel confident. So you have the foundational knowledge and terminology. For example, I say let's focus on supply chain management, assuming you have no idea what supply chain management is, but somebody is say your job is investigate sustainable supply chain management. Okay, supply, and then you say, okay, I need to learn more about supply chain management, and then I need to learn more about sustainable supply chain or sustainability as a concept. So you start with the upper level, the highest level. What is supply chain management, as you can see here, and say, what is supply chain management? The answer will be, paragraph and bullet points. So you read the paragraph. If you have any issues, if you don't understand any terminology, any word, don't hesitate, ask that particular word, that particular concept, ask ChatGPT again. For example, you could say, one of the answers include the term logistics. Another term is supplier management. Another term is inventory management. And then if you are familiar with these things, you could say, yeah, I know. And then you say, I am not so familiar with inventory management. What is it? Or maybe you could say logistics. What is it? I kind of know what is supplier management, but I'm not so familiar with logistics. And then you say, what is logistics? Okay. And then ChatGPT explains what logistics is, and then you notice there's a word, it says like sustainable logistics. So it's part of the concept of logistics. You have another concept, sustainable logistics. And then you kind of wondering about sustainable logistics and say, what is sustainable logistics? And then, you have again two terminology and then two concepts that you're not familiar with. And then you say, what is carbon offsetting? And then ask carbon offsetting, ask for mode shift. So you're going to get answers from ChatGPT. What I usually do, I just read and continue, okay, to understand, those concepts with continuity without stopping. Okay, to speed up the learning process. But at one point, you kind of stop and confirm those information. Okay, you need to validate. What you could do is a simple Google search, see what you learned is confirmed by other independent, more reliable sources. Google search for carbon offsetting, Google search for mode shift. Okay, but I kind of what I do is just continue reading, continue interweaving with the ChatGPT until I kind of get the idea. Once you get the idea, you go to Google and say, what is, give me some definition or give me related books or some sources about carbon offsetting. So verify all these explanations with other sources. Okay. Once you do that, you can even go further. You can ask like more creative questions or more kind of analytical questions. Critical thinking questions. Well, for example, you could say, can blockchain be used in carbon offsetting? Okay. Assuming you know what blockchain is, and then you're kind of all of a sudden you got this idea. Once you learn carbon offsetting, what carbon offsetting is, and previously you knew already what blockchain can do, and then you're kind of, you know, combining these two ideas. Okay. Wait. Can I use blockchain for carbon offsetting? Yeah, you know what? It seems like this is a new idea for you, but again, you ask that question and then you see, oh, that's not a new idea. Somebody already thought about it. Other people thought about it because it's there. It's part of ChatGPT's answer. But it's a good start. It's a learning process and it's a step-by-step systematic learning process. In my next video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the similar stages, similar steps actually. So learning, brainstorming, refining, okay, using a particular data set. I picked up this particular data set, something called Brazilian rental housing data set. And I found this data set on Kaggle.com. If you're not familiar with this this site, go there and see what this is. It's a repository, kind of repository for data sets, and also a repository for codes analyzing these data sets. So it's kind of everybody can make a contribution. You look at this data set and then you analyze it and you post your analysis so everybody else can see your analysis, get some ideas from you, learn from you, and leave comments. Something you share your analysis. And there are Kaggle competitions also.